I was in the motor trade and I ran a motor dealership, and I really wanted to get a business where I didn't have to worry about having staff. The taxi industry interested me because it was one of those industries where the business is always there, night, day, 24 hours a day. I was laying in bed with my wife in 1976 on a Sunday, and I said, I think I might like to buy a taxi. I made a phone call to Black and White Cabs, and 10 days later, I'm sitting in my taxi on a taxi rank, wondering what the hell I'm doing there. Driving, you are actually working your office, but you're out in the field. So you're not stuck in an office all day where you go in at 8 o'clock in the morning and you come out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You have no idea what the day's been like. Queensland's a wonderful place to work in. The weather's fantastic, and I get the pleasure of working in that environment. At the same time, you meet all sorts of people from all walks of life. I had John Howard in the cab one day, got in at the airport on his own, no guards. He probably was incognito, I've no idea. Many of our politicians, when they were doing their tertiary study, started off as taxi drivers. Peter Beattie is one I can tell you. I've had Peter Beattie in my taxi, and he said, I used to drive one of these things. And he drove the taxi for quite some years while he was going to uni. I've had the Golden Bear, Jack Nicklaus. He actually runs his own airline. I actually had to run the cab out to his plane at the airport. I was actually given special permission to do that. One of the ones I had a lady got in the cab. She said, "Get me to the hospital in a hurry. My water's broke. I've got to get to the hospital. I'm having a baby." But unfortunately, we couldn't make it. I got on the radio and we met an ambulance around about 200 metres from the hospital, and she gave birth to the ambulance. The funny part about it was she was more concerned about how much the fare was rather than what else was happening. Obviously, I didn't charge her for it. In this tough economic climate, the way things are, there are going to be people that are suffering from income loss and so on. What I suggest is give the taxi industry a go.